Hi, this is Easy Architecture Podcast. This is Sean, and
And this is Guido.
we're two architects in New York City, and we talk about architecture and design and related issues. And we're doing a Dream Closet podcast this week, and we have a interesting topic,
Yeah, we have disasters.
right? Disasters. We have talked about this for a little bit in the past, but we're gonna confront the beast, and we're gonna show you some example that we found on the web of the closet
Right.
disasters.
Yeah, so don't do it this at home
Right,
because that would
exactly.
be dangerous.
You probably are actually, or else you wouldn't
Yes.
be listening to us. The whole point is the fact that you have something that's out of hand and you're afraid to, show to everyone. So, anyway, so we're gonna go through some photographs. Of course, this is what you usually see when you go to a closet, company, and that this is a photograph they show
Yeah.
you,
Or you go
nicely
to a
organized.
store and then everything is clean, everything is organized,
Right.
everything is ideal. So
Mhm.
this is the ideal.
Right. Never like this at home though. You just always tend to have more stuff than you think.
So what are we seeing now?
Right. This is one of our friend struggling with getting his closet under control
Apparently the
and
door
failing.
the
Right.
door rebelled itself. So
Right.
anyway,
What was that? What was that? Christie was it that remember the '80s like horror film where there was the car that was possessed, and it was killing people.
I
Right.
think that I remember that. It's Christine.
Christine, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Christine.
Right. So this is the Christine the closet. So anyhow, we're moving on.
I
The
think this is
next
closer to yours, right?
right. This is
Overpopulated.
yeah. This is pretty. I mean, I see this all the time. A lot of people have something like this. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but I think the layout of the closet is also partly to blame. I mean, having the shelving in the middle,
Yeah,
is a
that's not
huge
good.
problem.
Yeah, it should be in one of the sides and then the hanging on the center. That would be much more useful.
Right, it lets you have room to move the hangers back and forth, and you can kind of like space things out a little bit more. And also, like I noticed, like looking at this picture, I mean, they have a lot more hanger than they actually have clothing, so that actually also adds to the clutter. You should like keep your extra hanger, in a box somewhere and only like use them when you
Yeah,
really
that
need it.
I have the same problem. Where do I have my
Right.
hangers? The one that I don't use? I don't know. I have them like that.
Keto,
So,
my gosh, it's terrible. I also don't like the hanger. Anyway, I can go on for years about all the things. So,
hmm.
right, this is
Now,
our next. Well, I mean, we're slowly working, ramping our way up to the
yeah,
to the
this is not
major,
it's not really
category A disaster. This is
a
just
disaster, but it's
right.
we're starting to get warm here.
Yeah, it's very disorganized. I mean, you can tell there's all kind of just strange things in here. There's luggage, there's a vacuum cleaner, there's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
some lab coat and
It seems like this is a secondary closet
right.
for somebody, and maybe that's the way. They don't take advantage of the whole square footage that
Right.
they have there. But yeah,
So, but, still need to be organized. Now we get to the food pantry closet, which people
yeah,
always, I mean, the thing with the food pantry is that you always have lots of little items.
like food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Like all the food and cans and jars, comes in small packages, and it's easy for them to go out of control, like very easily. And it just look cluttered. I mean, imagine this makes me crazy. You open the door, you see this, it just like you're like, oh my God, you're overloaded.
yeah.
I mean, it's a visual overload.
It seems like opening a fridge,
Yeah,
but without the light,
yeah,
right?
exactly. You ever like open the fridge and just kind of stare into it, and you for a moment, for a second, you forgot what you're looking for in the first place?
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
Exactly.
Sometimes,
It's because
sometimes
it's
because I forgot what I'm looking for because there is not what I'm looking for, like food.
right. Exactly.
There are a couple of bottles of
Uh huh.
something,
Uh huh.
and then like butter, and who knows something else, and that's it. No, that not enough.
Uh huh.
But This
So,
is plenty of food, I would tell you that. Yeah. So okay, but it's disorganized, that's for
right.
sure.
So the visual overload oftentimes, is a huge problem. So so we got to, our little pantry. I don't even know if this is a pantry closet, but whatever part number two. Especially like that, the
You,
shopping basket that's kind of just
you,
fling onto the whole thing.
this seems to be like a coat closet, I would say, but somehow they put it a shelf or something, and they use it for other uh, purposes. It
Right.
looks bad, but you know, I would say that the use is really bad, but the closet itself is,
The closet
yeah,
itself is fine, but I think what they put into it and the way it was organized, especially like all
yeah,
the piles of stuff that's on the bottom of it. I mean, if
yeah,
you want to get to anything in there, it's
right.
impossible, you know. So,
So,
oh, here is our. It's over. Oh, it's overflowing. It's a kind of closet that if you close the door, you gotta push,
right,
or else it's ready to like jump out at you.
yeah, like
You
in the
know.
movies,
Right. Exactly.
people
Like
closing,
you can like dig into that. Like I think when I was, like a little kid could just like swim into that pile of clothing, and the same thing with the next one, which is like a combination. Look at the stuff that's actually in the closet. It's just like what is in here? There's like I see food of some sort, and I see like gift wraps, I see pens, I see some clothings, I see just like
I
all kind of like
I think
stuff.
that yeah, the school season is starting probably. They
Right.
are they are having things.
Right. It's just, it's just a big mess of
Yeah,
unorganized things. So it's just having too many different type of things in the same
right.
closet is a huge problem. So as we
Hmm.
continue with the closet invasion of your room,
Right.
so it's this one is reaching out and trying to pull you in.
Yeah, beyond the borders.
Right, exactly.
So,
So
oh,
yeah, exactly. This
what
is a
happened here?
seismic issue, I think.
But maybe the closet is not so bad. It's just a problem of putting some weight
Right.
where it shouldn't, right?
This had happened to one of my friend actually. Their hang bar collapsed on them because there were too many there were too many clothing on it.
Did
So
he
at some
have
point,
insurance or something
there's no insurance.
for the
It's just a
accident?
hang bar. I mean, it's a good thing they weren't like a kids playing out in
But that
its
was
closet.
terrible,
But I mean, they just have to redo the whole set of hang bar and everything. But I mean, the thing is that if it gets to this point, it's you can see it coming.
I know,
Usually there's
yeah.
a sag. Usually you see the sag before the actual
So
collapse with the pole.
so maybe he didn't open this closet probably in a while, like 1 year or something,
Right.
and then he realized that it was completely down.
Yeah.
But what is on the suitcase? Maybe there are some weights in there.
Probably. They're also putting like everything's on one side. Not to mention the fact that these wire like shelf is just not meant for this purpose. And people use it in this way. It's just like meant for lighter stuff. If you use it in your closet, they're gonna bend. And it's just not really good for it.
Yeah,
Not to mention the fact that I hate the way they look. So we have more disastrous collapse. You
I
know,
got no words. I got no words for this one.
right? So and then we
Yeah,
we we got to the and then we were getting to the end of the true closet taking over the room itself.
but this is I don't know. This seems like
I think there's a person in there,
that they
like
broke.
buried underneath
I
the
don't know. Some
clothing
people broke
somewhere.
in your home, and that's basically the result. I don't
Right.
know if the closet is guilty of this, or either the police came, just to
Right.
get
That
some.
that that's probably how he wanted to explain it to
Yeah,
you. No, someone broke into my house. Really, that's
yeah,
what happened.
I think so.
So
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So anyway, so this is our closet disaster episode. Hope you enjoy seeing all the craziness there is. So next week we're gonna have another regular closet episode where we'll talk about positive change you can bring to your closet instead of the disasters. But anyway, hope you enjoy it. This is Sean.
This is Guido.
This is Easy Architecture, the Dream Closet Project. Until
Yes.
next week.
Next week. Bye
Bye.
bye.